Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank y'all so much for coming back. I do appreciate it. This little thing is in the way, so you just gotta bear with me. It's the last day at the beach. The weather has been kind of crazy the past day or two, which is okay. We've been having a great time. I am sitting in the middle of the thing, and I know a lot of you, I'll get to the dividends soon, but a lot of you have been commenting on how you can tell that I've been losing weight. I'm down about 17 pounds in about 3 months or so, which is great. My goal is to get in the 140s by my 40th birthday, which is in September. So I think I can do it. I'm at 155, 154. I think I can get in the 140s. I don't care if it's 149 by then. So yeah, I can kind of squeeze in the middle and be comfortable, and there's space on both sides of me. But I wanted to make sure I filmed this dividend video. So this video will not have any edits, no edits at all. I usually share screenshots, but if you want to see screenshots, check out my Instagram, because that's where I'll put them, because I don't want to edit this video. I don't have a lot of time, and I really tried to get in the car to film this before the kids and my husband got here. So I did bring my book, and I'll update my spreadsheet when I get home. You guys know I do have this book that I put things in. If you want this book, check out my information below. And I do have my spreadsheet that I use. I always input all the information of our entire financial picture in that spreadsheet. And it helps to keep us on track. But I love to do this because, I like writing things and jotting things down. It keeps me motivated. As always, I'm not a financial advisor or fiduciary. I'm an investor like you, a regular investor. I'm a mama, wife, just kind of a busy lady. And I'm just trying to, my husband and I, we're trying to get our family to financial freedom. So July was a really good month when it came to our dividends. If you did not watch my June dividend income video, make sure you go check that out first, because in that video I talked about how we had a few positions that usually pay out in the month of June. But because June ended on the weekend, a lot of those ETFs paid out the next business day, which was that Monday, but it was July. So we received SCHD's dividend in July. We received VTI's dividend in July. We received our dividend from FXAIX, which is the Fidelity S&P 500 ETF. We received that in July. So I have that video. I have those dividends here that I'm going to share with you. So I have my book. And one thing I love about this book, guys, is that not only can you track your dividends, but I have this thing right here. I hope you can see it. It's like a monthly dividends recap, so you can see the expenses that your dividends can pay for. So it's a really fun way to track, oh wow, your dividends can pay for your groceries, it can pay your water bill, your electric bill, it could pay for a car repair. Some of us get dividends where it could buy tires for your car. And I always tell everyone, investing is different, depending on the person. You want to just make sure you do your research, and you want to make sure that you believe in what you own, because lately the stock market has been crazy, right? It's been crazy. So it's not just the research part. You really got to believe in SCHD, because guess what? When the market crash and fall, you need to hold on for dear life. So we've been holding on to our SCHD. We've been holding on to our VTI, etc. And we're going to keep buying it. Now, I know I get some comments about, you should look into this ETF instead. That's not something that I'm willing to do at this point. I'm confident in SCHD. I'm confident in VTI. I'm confident in SPLG, Realty Income, Main Street, etc. And that's the perk of having our own portfolios, because if it's something you love, you can invest in it. If it's something I love, I invest in it, because again, right, it's our money, it's our names on these accounts, and we got to believe in it. Once we close off this YouTube app, close our phones, laptops, TVs, we have to live with the choices we make. So anything you see me talk about on this channel, we actually own. We put our money into it, and we really try to just dollar cost average whether the market is up, whether the market is down. So let's take a look to see what we made for the month of July. I'm gonna talk to you guys about the July Robinhood first. So we do have a Robinhood portfolio. Robinhood is not for everybody. I have not had any problems with Robinhood. If I had an issue or anything, it was always resolved, and I'm going to keep using Robinhood again. personal finance is personal. This is our portfolio, and we have been loving Robinhood. And to me, it is the easiest, simplest investment platform there is. And I've worked with several different investment firms or whatever, but the feedback that I've been getting from a lot of people, including my daughter, is that Robinhood is the easiest to understand and to kind of use. And so I'm just a believer in that. This is not sponsored. This is just speaking from my own personal experience. So in Robinhood, we received a total of $370.63. I'll just shoot off a couple of them right here. I hope that glare is not getting in y'all way, but no edits in today's video. So some that stood out. So we received 2 payments of QILD in the month of July. Remember, because QILD usually pays at the end of the month. Well, because June, again, it closed at the end of the month, QILD moves this dividend out to the following business day, which was in July. So we received one on July 1st for $62.40. And then we received another dividend payment from QILD on July 29th for $66.28. So just from those 2 dividend payments alone, just from one ETF, it was over $120, about $125, give or take a few dollars. But that's amazing, right? Just from one ETF, it paid us $125 at least in the month of July. One of my favorites also was Main Street. You guys know how I feel about Main Street. I love when they pay their special dividends out. I think it's like at the quarter end. So like you'll see it in March, you'll see it in June, you'll see it in September, and usually you'll see it in December. And I love when they pay that special dividend, but they don't pay it out usually in July. So we received $30.50 in one dividend payment from Main Street. And then another one that I really wanted to point out was Altria, ticker symbol MO. They are a tobacco, alcohol brand type of company. They have been really trying to focus more on e-cigarettes and vaping and all of that because they see that's where the tide is turning. I do get the question about SCHD stocks and how do I feel about it. My stance is that, no one forces anyone to smoke or drink alcohol because we all have free will. We all have our own rights, and really no one should take that from us. So if someone decides they want to, go ahead and vape or whatever it is, that's their prerogative. But from a business standpoint, I do like Altria. They have been treating us pretty well, and our $73.51 that we received in the dividend, we're going to just reinvest and just keep it moving. So the total for Robinhood was $370.63. Coming on down to Interactive Brokers. I love using this particular platform. It's great for technical analysis or just looking at charts. But honestly, if you invest in good ETFs and good funds, you really don't need to look so much at charts, if I'm being honest. Not financial advice, but again, I'm just talking from a person who has been doing this for a good while now. So SCHD, I want to take a second to talk about SCHD. So the markets have been going down like crazy in the past couple days, the past week or so, right? All of the good ETFs, VTI, VOO, SPLG, all the good ones have been going down like crazy, right? There's been a lot of rotation out of the tech sector. And also just across the board, people are just taking some of their money out of the market. They're getting a little nervous about a recession, so they want to have more cash in the savings. But SCHD did not fall as much as VOO did. Did you guys notice that? All of my SCHD investors out there, did you all notice that? Because I certainly did, even all the way out here at the beach. I noticed that. So this is why I like diversification. Yes, I love technology and all of that. Apple, your Microsofts, your Googles, Nvidia. I mean, all of them are great. But there's a lot of great companies, like value-based companies, that may not get a whole lot of love, a whole lot of attention, but are just as good. Like your Walmarts, like your Coca-Colas. These are great companies that, yeah, they're not sexy. They're not, always out there in the media like Tesla or, something like that. But SCHD to me, is a great ETF, and we're going to continue to hold our position. We're not actively buying more shares right now. We have enough money in SCHD. Check out my previous videos. Again, I'm not adding any screenshots to this because I'm not editing it, but go back and watch my videos. I mean, my investy besties will tell you your girl is pretty open when it comes to the investment accounts. So go back and watch if you want to see like screenshots. But I mean, we have a lot of money invested in SCHD, like almost $50,000 or $50,000. I don't even remember, because we have a lot of like ETFs that we own that has thousands of dollars in them. But again, we would not have gotten there if we didn't track and if we were not consistent in dollar cost averaging. People are scared out of the market when they see it down. But again, if you want to buy some chicken breasts in the market, you'll be happy to see a sale sign, right? So it's the same thing with these billion-dollar, trillion-dollar companies, okay? So for the total, oh, let me just go back to SCHD. So we received two, they did them two separately in Interactive Brokers. One was for $67.58. The other dividend payment from SCHD was for $385.81. So it was really interesting how they kind of split it up like that, but those are the two payments. So about 430. Give me some room here because I'm just doing math in my head, and you guys know how mental math is. VTI, we received a dividend payment on July 2nd for $198.50. Yes, that was reinvested. SCHD's dividend payment was reinvested, but coming September, it will not be reinvested. That will be going to build up another position. That's a strategy that I like to use. And then another one that I wanted to point out was Devo for $32.33, but we've gotten one from Realty Income, JEPI, JEPQ, etc. So the total dividends we received in Interactive Brokers for the month of July was $825.44. And then finally, in the investing challenge, I know a lot of you have joined the challenge for Q3. The pick is SPLG. I put a poll up in my community post, so just scroll back, and you will see that the majority of you voted on SPLG. I teach you how to research, so check out my beginner investing playlist if you're new and you want to learn. And you're just consistent with your dollar cost averaging, okay? And so for the month of July, we received from the investing challenge I have over in Fidelity, it used to be M1, but I transferred it over, was $12.61, which is not bad for a beginner investing challenge. You talk about $1 a day, or if you could do more, do more. If you get referrals, put it in the, the account. But, it's a testament to small amounts add up. You just got to get started, and you got to be consistent. I can't stress consistency, because it's not even so much the dollar amount, it's being consistent. I've talked to thousands of you on this channel who have told me that it's a couple of dollars you put in, but you're consistent, and now you love investing when the market is red. Y'all love it. So that is how you change the mindset when it comes to buying assets. And you see that if you can get good securities, good stocks, good funds on sale, that is truly winning. So, the total we received from Robinhood, Interactive Brokers, and the Investing Challenge account over in Fidelity was $1,208.68. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all. On one of the rental properties we own, we have 4 houses in total. We're trying to buy another, but the market is the market. And we're getting into angel investing because now we're accredited investors. I will be talking about that more in my fall workshops. I don't want to put that on the public channel because it'll mess up the algorithm. But I will be talking about that more in the fall workshops. Signups are open. Shout out to all of you who have signed up. And thank you to everybody who was in the summer ones. But one of the mortgages on the townhomes that we own, that we rent out, is $1,268. Okay? So the dividend that we receive, the total dividends we receive just from the taxable accounts, we're talking just taxable. We're not talking about our 401ks, the Roths, the HSAs, nothing. Just these 3 taxable accounts. $1,200.08 could have almost paid for the mortgage on one of the townhomes. That is why I love dividend investing. That's why, to me, it'll never die, at least to my husband and I. Why? Because when the markets are red, when things are going crazy, we still get our dividends. Now, there's, like ancillaries like Intel who cut their dividend, but this is why we check in with our portfolios. We look to see what's going on with the ETFs and the stocks that we own so that we can make moves accordingly. We never fall in love with security. At least I don't. I don't. This is business. When you are investing, this is business. We are looking at this through a different lens, and we want to make sure that we are putting our money into places we see growing. And if it's not growing for us, it's okay to put your money in something else because it's your money. Okay? So again, guys, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see some screenshots, check out my Instagram. Now, make sure you guys are real Instagram folks, because my page is private and I do check people's profiles out to, approve them. So please make sure you are for real. But check me out over on Instagram. I know many of you are already following me over there, so thank you so much. Information is in my description box. If you want your own book, check out the information below. If you want to sign up for any workshops, one-on-ones, whatever, all of my stuff is down below. Beware of scammers, spammers, fake pages. They do exist. Always confirm via my email. mommytradertube@gmail.com. But again, thank you all so much. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Adios.